Shit, man, it's your boy Swole the Poet, man.
So, the Womanizer Perry.
And this is the Table Flipper Show.
Flippers, episode 1.
Trying to tell you, we about to get into it, man. Like I was talking to you earlier, bro. Like, so many people been hitting me up since we had our first interview and stuff like that, and they were like, "Yo, man, that dude's crazy, but he ain't wrong." And I'm like, "Hey." And TikTok seems to be supporting that too, which is kind of funny.
Shout out to TikTok for the support. Shout out Vision Network. TikTok been a lot of great feedback. A lot of people agreeing, a lot of people disagreeing. Even on Instagram, all platforms that any of the content that we did that's been out, it's been getting crazy love. So shout out to the people who support and don't support. Let's get into this shit.
Yeah. So the first on the table, off the table, is speaking on cultural figures in our community in ways that could be perceived as derogatory. Is that on or off the table?
I think that is on the table because we have, people like Rodney King, like back in, I want to say that happened in the 80s or the 90s. I think that was the 90s. Rodney King was the 90s. Niggas don't say it 1,000 times, beat the pussy up like Rodney King, and you know what I'm saying? The situation that Rodney King went through was a serious situation. That nigga got beat on camera before social media age, because now we see it and we just so desensitized to niggas getting whooped on and killed unalived by the police. And that Rodney King situation was like the first time that really happened during that era. Yeah. So it's all kind of rappers that don't reference Rodney King and beating something up. And so, I know Yachty made a lyric about George Floyd, and the lyric was something about he choked her out like George Floyd, some shit like that. And everybody went up in arms about it. And I just feel like George Floyd did not have anything going on when he was here. He didn't have shit going on. He was on drugs heavy. To my understanding, he wasn't really looking out. He wasn't really taking care of his daughter like that. I don't know if he had other kids, but he got caught trying to cash a fake check. That's how he got approached by the police in the first place, because he was trying to cash a fake check at a gas station. They called the police, whatever, and then the situation happened. But for him to have gone through what he has gone through, his family is set for life. So the way I see it is, people can sit here and act like George Floyd being killed and be so fake woke and so fake concerned, but his family would still be basically living in a poverty-based situation if it wasn't for George Floyd that happening, because the family sued. I'm not even sure the amount of money, I meant to look it up, the settlement that the family received. That's not even including the money that was received from like donations, gifts, like all kind of monies that was raised by several different They are good, nigga. So I'm just gonna ask black people this. If you had an opportunity, let's just say, to sacrifice a family member that already ain't doing shit with their life, let's just keep it real. He wasn't doing shit with his life. If you had an opportunity to sacrifice a family member that wasn't doing shit with his life, and you could make a trade with whoever to say, I'll give you this person who, again, ain't doing shit with their life, that's on drugs, that's homeless, that's just out in the street, just down bad. You give me this person and I'll give you $100 million. Niggas will be thinking about all kind of family members that they'll put in that situation with the quickness. So when I say George Floyd didn't have shit popping when he was here, I mean that 100%. And now his family is straight for life. That sounds like a fair fucking trade to me.
Yeah. And in retrospect, like when you put it like that, like it's definitely like a different way of thinking about it and approaching it. And I say, like, I think there's a thin line, and I just think about, it's never what you say but how you say things. I feel like you can reference historical figures that may have went through detrimental things, but it's about the way that you word it so it doesn't get perceived as that. Because whether he was a good person, bad person, homeless person, rich person, like, he still experienced something that, even though he may have been committing wrong, you can argue that the consequences of those actions didn't cause for him to go out the way that he did.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's that double-edged sword right there. But it's like, when you think about it, honestly though, that's what we all are living our life to leave a legacy, right? Mm-hmm. To leave something for our people. So at the end of the day, you know, you can definitely ask yourself, like, well, shit, would I give myself up to secure my generational wealth for my family to make sure that the ones after me in the present day are better? It's definitely a conversation to have. So, like, on that aspect, when you first said it, and I see you said it on Instagram on the post, I was like, you know, initially this is probably going to rub people the wrong way, but when you really sit down and analyze it, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you an example. The dude, you know, Giancarlo Esposito?
No.
He was in several things. I don't know if you ever seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He was the black dude with the glasses.
Okay.
I think he played. His name was Gus or some shit like that. Gus.
Should have led with Breaking Bad.
That nigga. He literally at one point in time, and you just made me remember that he said that before his acting breaks really came through, he literally admitted that he was planning to basically, like, I think it was to pay like a hitman to unalive him, or he was gonna unalive himself so that he could pass his insurance policy down to his children. Because he was like, basically, I don't have nothing to give them. I ain't got nothing going on. Like, my acting career is not doing well. I don't have much income, etc. or whatever. He literally admitted that he contemplated that. So it goes back to what you just said when you like, okay, would I sacrifice myself if that's what would secure, not even secure, but even give my children, the next generation, a better opportunity at life? You see what I'm saying?
Cause that's essentially, like, that's what we get up and go to work to do every single day. Like, that's what everybody is jacking, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Everybody like, yo, I'm trying to do this so I could put my family to do this, or so I could do this for the community. And it's like, and then honestly too, sometimes with the outrage when we do go through things like this in the community, it be kind of forced because niggas only be caring for the moment. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
Like, they only care in that moment, and it's only, and we never hold that same accountability when it comes to just ourselves. Right. You feel me? Ourselves. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of black people would argue that when they walk outside of their houses, depending on what jurisdiction, what neighborhood you come from, the person you fear bringing harm to you is probably more times than not a person that looks like you.
Absolutely.
As opposed to the white person. But whenever they do something, we can find it and we can make it make sense for us to bond together. But why can't we have that same passion and integrity when it comes to coming together and policing our own communities?
And that's why I just want to look at the camera. I want to say, fuck Al Sharpton. Fuck Benjamin Crump. Who else is these niggas that just pop up when it's convenient? Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump. These niggas. Al Sharpton has been pimping the black community for fucking decades. Anytime it's some shit that's going on, some black on black crime, the real shit that happened in the streets of Chicago, in the streets of Baltimore, in the streets of Atlanta, in the streets of New York City, in the streets of Los Angeles, this niggas can kill as we speak right now in the streets. In every hood in America, this nigga ain't popping up every goddamn second with a suit on, standing in front of no cameras talking. But as soon as a high profile case where a white man done unalived a black man, this bitch ass nigga come in his suit and his small ass fucking head and talking with a suit on, trying to politically pimp the situation, race baiting, race hustling. He's a race hustler. I'm sick of these fucking race hustlers. Let's talk about race hustling. Race hustling black people, I keep it a buck. I even say this. Dr. Umar Johnson is a race hustler. I'm not gonna say fuck him, but he's a race hustler. That's why this school still ain't been built. The same school been being talked about getting built for 10, 15 years now. This man has made, I would say, well over $1 million in donations. Well over $1 million in donations. School still not built. Now this nigga talking about his accounts getting frozen. He talking about going out on a date with him for $500. All kind of weird, just goofy shit. The bottom line, nigga, the school's still not built. That's race hustling. You're using pain, black struggle, black issues, black denigration for financial gain. I know you're a black person. I'm a black person. I know you hurt like I hurt. I know you're hurt. I recognize you're hurt. Pay me this money so I can use your hurt to create some sort of growth for our community. I guess that's like the angle. Like, make this donation to me and I'm gonna get all of us popping. That's kind of,
and that's why I truly say, like, you know, like, originally, like, at the core, I respect Umar's principles and what he's trying to preach, but I also too, you know, I do give certain grace and aspects of, like, funding and opening and building a school in America fully funded by black operations is definitely not an easy task to do alone. Now, one could argue that there's other ways that you could have gone about it, especially when you're receiving these donations, because then where is the money going to? At least show the people the building, the infrastructure, the work that you're doing, to at least, you know, bring validity to what you're asking people to donate to. But
let me say this real quick. He's done that, has he not? He's done that. Standing in front of the building, showing all these damn boarded up windows, this building. He been doing that for 5 years now. When our children gonna be in that motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Because, like, it's different, because, you know, even with the I Promise school with LeBron,
yep,
he's partnered with white people, though.
Absolutely.
That's why his school is,
and that's not necessarily his school.
And it's not all his school either.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I know some people could compare it to that, and I just think that that's a little bit different. Like, when you're not trying to give any type of leverage to the white hand, it does put you at it puts you at an adversity, trying to get it sprouted. You know what I'm saying? Now, but that is why I do say that we don't have any true, at least like modern day political leaders that relate, that our generation can look up to, confide to, follow. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any mass movements going on a day-to-day basis. Now, there are people in individual communities that are doing their groundwork, but they aren't notable, and they're not getting pushed.
Let me speak to what you just said, because Umar, and I'm not picking on Umar, I respect Umar, like, as the foundation of what Umar has tried to do. There's a lot of things that he said that I fuck with, that I support. He's a Pan-Africanist. My thing is if you got all these different people from all these different countries and this big diaspora Pan-African, why are you on Instagram basically begging or dry begging for donations when you got all these? Isn't Pan-Africanism about unity and community? You ain't got nobody that can let you hold something real quick. All these goddamn countries, all these goddamn, where's the Pan-Africanism at now? So
that shit definitely makes me cringe when I see it. I'm like,
where is he?
This is like, I'm like,
where's the Pan-Africanism?
I'm like, damn,
at what point?
I hate that he even got to do that shit. Like, I'm like, I don't know if he has to do that shit.
At what point does the community kick in, though? If you've built this huge network, this huge black network of community, and this community of Pan-African networks, then where are these people? But just to close off what we were saying about George Floyd, Al Sharpton, race hustling, I just think that George Floyd I do want to say for the record, it was unfortunate what happened to him. Mm-hmm. It was unfortunate that took place. But all I am saying is his family is not hurting about it. They might be hurting about it as far as him not being there. But to my understanding and to my speculation, and I want to say real quick too, fuck Steven Jackson. I'm so sick of that nigga. You can't even say a goddamn word about George Floyd before this nigga, hey man, shut y'all ass up talking about my brother now. Nigga, why in the fuck was this nigga in the street anyway and in the situation that he was in? Why was this nigga cashing fake fucking checks at a goddamn corner store? If that nigga such your brother, nigga, you an ex-NBA player, nigga. You got money. Why you ain't put the nigga up? But anytime a nigga make a say anything about George Floyd, nigga, you tearing your ACL, running to the fucking internet trying to check a nigga. Fuck Steven Jackson. This nigga, ain't nobody got an answer to that nigga to say nothing about George Floyd. That's what I gotta say about that nigga. Fuck him. Sick of that nigga. You know, my fault, but fuck him.
And it's like I fuck with Steve Jack the Hooper, but you know, I also too don't take
he was
too much seriously as someone in his stature who wants to go post up with YNs and O Block for validity, and not go back and really actually do something forward thrusting for the community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was just like, what are you trying to prove? Like, this is the mindset that has kept us as bottom feeders.
Niggas
you
a
feel
joke.
me?
That nigga's a joke.
Like,
man.
That's the thing, and that's a fair assessment because it's like, shit. I know for a fact, if I'm a millionaire and I can help it, people gonna know that I took care of my family. Mm-hmm. Now, you could take care of somebody and they could just be who they are, but at least niggas know you showed up.
Absolutely.
But moving forward, we're gonna take this into point two.
Yeah.
Something a little bit more that might be a little bit more close home to you. Actually, it's in your crib, yeah. Nigga. You look out the window with it. is bringing back the old Atlanta. Let me start it over. Is bringing back the old Atlanta, like Cam Newton say, old Atlanta, on or off the table?
I think it's off the table. I think it's off the table.
They're not gonna like that.
I think it's off the table.
You know they ain't gonna like that.
I know they're not gonna like that, but I just wanna pull something up real quick and we can keep this shit rolling because we do what we do. Cause I wanna give people an understanding that goes right into this point. Okay, I got it right here. There is a hospital that is called Grady Hospital, right? Mm-hmm. All these dumbass niggas, I wasn't born at Grady. I was born in the country. But I can speak on this shit because nigga, I done stayed in every hood damn near on the south side in Atlanta, Shady Park, Hillendale, Camelot. Nigga, I can speak on this shit. So that being said, Riverdale, Jonesboro, nigga, I done stayed in Henry County, nigga, I done stayed I done stayed all over the south side, nigga. So a nigga better not say a bitch ass thing about my background. But I just say that to say all these dumbass Negroes running around here talking about, I'm a Grady baby, I'm a Grady baby. Let me give y'all dumb motherfuckers a quick history on who the fuck Grady Hospital was named after. It was named after a man named Henry W. Grady, who just so happened to be a goddamn white supremacist, right? This is his words stated in 1888, slave days, nigga. The supremacy of the white race of the South must be maintained forever. And the domination of the Negro race resisted at all points and at all hazards because the white race is the superior race shall run forever with the blood that feeds Anglo-Saxon hearts. This is the very motherfucker who y'all are saying you are basically his baby. So all these dumbass Atlanta niggas running around here talking about, I'm a Grady baby, I'm a Grady baby. Nigga, you sitting here openly claiming to be a baby of a man who just sat up here and said the Negro race is inferior and that the white race is superior. Let's start there. You fucking Grady babies. That's where a Grady baby is. The old Atlanta, I don't understand what this obsession is with trying to take us backwards. Nigga, I was in high school in Atlanta during the futuristic days and J Money, Young LA, Shop Boys, a whole bunch of other niggas who people wouldn't even know that didn't live here, motherfucking Born Threat and SOB and Black Mob. Nigga, I'm really from here. Nigga, I know about all that shit. Nigga, we was listening to that shit, going to school on the bus, fighting at the skate rink. All that shit, nigga, we done the gang banging, nigga, all that shit, niggas know. What the other niggas? The Fam, the Fam, all them niggas. I remember when the Fam and Black Mob was beefing. I remember when SOB clicked up with Black Mob. Nigga, I know about all that shit. Nigga, I'm qualified to speak on this shit. Nigga, what the fuck we going back for? Nigga, we got so much new shit to look forward to. Why? I get Metro made an album, futuristic, to give like a little tribute to that time period. I ain't mad at that. But I see so many motherfuckers complaining over and over. I miss the old Atlanta. I miss when you could go to Club Crucial and like, nigga, we not in them times no more. The Libra is gone. Prime time is gone. Crucial is gone. What's some of these other I can't even think of all the motherfucking spots right now. Club Miami, nigga, the list goes on and on and on, nigga. Sutra Lounge, Opera, nigga. The old Atlanta is not coming back. And what people need to understand is the quicker we can put our energy into the future. I was told once by an OG nigga, he said if you dwell too much in the past, or if you care too much about the past, that means you ain't got shit popping right now in the present. Because if you had so much going on now, you wouldn't be so fixated about what happened before. Because now your energy is on what's going on right now. Nigga, I'm lit right now. I don't give a fuck. All of us don't been around niggas that been like, man, back in 2005, I was fucking all the hoes. Man, I had them hoes falling out the tree.
But you know what I want to add to that, and like, you know, I'm definitely clear the air, you feel me? I'm not from Atlanta. I am a transplant, like they like to say, but yeah, I do my homage, you know what I'm saying? And I show love because Atlanta's embraced me. But also too, what a lot of people are forgetting is a major event is taking place here next summer. Just how things changed in '96 with the Olympics, is going to do the same thing next summer when the World Cup get here.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So a lot of this stuff has been in place for the last 5 years. And since I've been here, I've seen the industrial development, even more gentrification of pushing out the black people in the communities and stuff like that. So off that alone, there's no way that old Atlanta could ever come back. They trying to create a virtual Atlanta. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't include the rich melanated history. Yep. You feel me? And that's what we really got to wake up to. Fuck dancing to a song and shit like that. Like, what about saving our historical enterprise and landmarks and really prepping and preparing for the not only climate, fiscal, and environmental change that's to come within the next 365 days. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money that's about to infiltrate Atlanta. A lot of foreign dollars, a lot of European dollars, and a lot of white dollars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that has nothing to do with the black face. And that's just what I think is more important. And secondly, it's like, Where the hell did I want to go with this? Damn, that shit got me so passionate. Because it's just like, damn, like, yeah, the World Cup, that's dope, but that's definitely going to push out more black people. But this is what I wanted to point it to the present times. I would say too, from what brought me to Atlanta, what I fell in love with was the way that it was community oriented, community based. Like, I put you on, you put me on, we trying to help each other eat. I can say within the last 5 years, that's the old Atlanta that I want to see niggas get back to. You feel me? Like, everybody was coming here. This was the origin. If you're black, this is the black Mecca. You come here to plant your seed and grow, whether it's in engineering, real estate, nursing, entrepreneurship, being a creative, an artist, like all of that. You came here, and then more relevant, at least in music wise in the industry, it's such a division now. The old Atlanta could definitely never come back unless niggas want to choose to put their ego and pride to the side and rebuild that unity that we once seen on a broad scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was like, you know, when you had the little you know, the crabs in the barrel analogy, but you know, when you had the monkeys things as a kid that came in a little yellow joint and you could connect them and pull each other out the barrel. That's how Atlanta was to me when I was planting my seeds to move here in 2019, 2020. And to see what it's become in 2025 is definitely disheartening for me, because I benefited from that chain of a nigga reaching out and putting you on and putting you in these rooms. I benefited from that. And now I can't say that if you were to move here in 2025 that you would get that same type of love. You would get that. Like, I have a true, deeply, like, affection and love for the city of Atlanta, because I got to experience the last back end of the quote unquote old Atlanta. You know, even though that was probably, you know, 10 years past the true old Atlanta that we talking about D4L and all, you know what I'm saying? Not that era, but they set the foundation, you know,
the economic old Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good point. That's a really good point. I want to touch on that, because you talked about the World Cup. People, that's an amazing point, because there's no way to bring back the old Atlanta, because the Atlanta that niggas from where I come from know, let's just take it here. Atlanta has been the biggest film industry in the past, like, damn near we'll say at least a decade.
Bro, easily. Nigga Tyler Perry got a college campus.
Fuck Tyler Perry. I really want to get on his ass too, but that's a whole nother day. I know I say fuck a lot of people, but I ain't fuck Tyler Perry. I don't like that nigga. But filming, outside of what Tyler Perry got going on, Marvel, The Walking Dead, there are big boy movies that done been shot here, nigga.
All American.
And I just realized that why Atlanta basically has turned into Hollywood.
They say it's the mini black Hollywood.
No. It was black Hollywood for a while, but it's just turned into Hollywood, period. Because it ain't shit black about Marvel. It ain't shit black about The Walking Dead. It ain't shit black about Superman. None of that shit is black. But all that shit was shot here. So with that being said, I actually just end up finding out the reason why they chose Atlanta to do so much shooting is because it's cheaper to film here than it is in LA. It's cheaper to film here than it is in Hollywood. See what I'm saying? So just from a financial standpoint, from a budgeting standpoint, it's just much more cost efficient to shoot in Atlanta. And it's, as we know, is land out the ass here. So it just made sense for Hollywood, period, to kind of gravitate towards here. So it takes me to the point that you made. There can never, ever, ever be an old Atlanta again, just due to the fact that, nigga, we Hollywood now. Motherfuckers is shooting $300 million fucking films here now. People are shooting movies here that cost $500 million. There is nothing old Atlanta about $500 million movies being shot. There's nothing old. So as you talked about the World Cup, things like that, there is no way that those things can transpire. And we're gonna spend a little bit more time on this because we didn't get to the other shit. I don't know if you can edit this out, but we gotta talk about this snitching shit real quick. We gotta get to that. Cause that goes with this part of the topic. We gotta at least hit on it. So, but I just want to get on this shit right here. There's nothing old about that. Like you said, gentrification. I grew up here. Nigga, Edgewood by itself, nigga, Edgewood was the fucking hood, nigga. When I moved to Cali and I came back and I go to Edgewood, when I hear Edgewood, normally I'm like, who the fuck kicking in Edgewood? Nigga, I pull up in Edgewood, white people was walking dogs on scooters, motherfucking outside on the patio with flip-flops and shorts on talking. I'm like, what the fuck? When did Edgewood turn into this? Mechanicsville, nigga, all these hoods have been I'm gonna tell you another area, the West End, the AUC, that whole area about to be flipped around. West End Mall already done been paid for and bought by million dollar stockholders and shareholders and real estate goddamn giants. The whole entire West End about to get a rework. That's like the last real, you know, when you go by the West End train station and you hit that little strip right there by the mall, nigga, that shit used to be the fucking spot. That's where you can go and find a little something to smoke with and smash on real quick. That's where you can go and buy you a little 3-5 right quick. That's where you can go and, you know, make you hit your little lit real quick. Whatever that was a multi-purpose area, nigga. But it was popping. It was flowing. It was motherfuckers walking, coming back and forth. Females everywhere, ass out, titties out, wigs on, all that shit. Like it was a vibe. Same thing with 5 Point, underground. Nigga, I remember that area was all, we just talking about spots that were just full of life. But once the white man put his hand on it, they like, you know what? We're gonna take our capital and we're gonna do what we want with your city, with your areas, and we're gonna rework them and make them ours. So I just want to speak really quick about the whole situation, like with Thug and Gunna and all these niggas. And you know, I'm interested to see what you think about it as well. But the bottom line, I think the biggest issue, because I'm not gonna give any of these niggas too much of my attention, but I will say these niggas was way too loud about Gunna. That's my bottom line. They were way too loud. Niggas was way too judgmental. They came down way too hard, and too many sides were selected during that situation. Too many sides were chosen. I read the 48 Laws of Power. I feel like every nigga say they read that book, but that's damn near my Bible. And that book literally says, do not commit to anything, to anyone. AKA do not choose sides because of bullshit like this. Y'all niggas sat up here and Gunna this and Gunna that and Gunna. He a bitch, he a rat. Don't fuck with him. Don't associate with him. The nigga got blackballed. Don't make no music with him. We done heard the phone calls. Just blackballed the nigga. The nigga still came out, dropped music. It went crazy. And I'm not even a big Gunna guy. I'm not a Gunna guy. He from the South Side. So niggas are trying to say, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just looking at this from a neutral standpoint because I'm not involved with none of these niggas. So I don't have no allegiance to none of these niggas. So I'm speaking straight neutral. Niggas was way too loud about how they saw Gunna, and niggas chose sides based off what one nigga, the narrative that he put out about his artist, and all the other niggas in the industry dog-piled on top of Gunna. And was like, all right, well, if bruh said don't fuck with him, we ain't fucking with him. And then what the fuck happened? All his shit hit the fucking fan, doing the same exact motherfucking shit, and now all these niggas look weird, and they quiet, and they don't want to say nothing, and they tight-lipped, and they don't want to come outside, and they scared to post, and they are following each other, losing their fucking minds, because y'all supported a nigga that told y'all, don't fuck with the nigga that's doing the same fucking thing that this nigga doing. That's the bottom line. That's what's going on. And now niggas gotta stand on the sides that they chose. They gotta stand on the niggas they supported. And now they don't know how to respond because they openly supported a nigga that told them not to fuck with a nigga that's doing the same fucking thing that he doing. That's what's going on, nigga. We can cut it, slice it, chop it, break it down, talk about it for 2 more hours, but that's what it came down to. Y'all niggas are forced to stick with the sides y'all chose, and now this shit look like goddamn season 5 of Bad Girls Club, because all these niggas arguing with one another. Because y'all chose to choose a side because a nigga told y'all to not fuck with this nigga because he did A, B, and C when the shit that the other nigga did, let's just keep it real, it look a little fucking worse. And it's only getting more worse as time passes. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, it's especially to be
that ain't old Atlanta either, nigga.
Especially too because with the leaks on Thugs, it's not even more so of him snitching. It just looks like he's just just shady. Like you just don't present as someone that's an authentic person. Like you don't have any real true friends, because as soon as a nigga do something that might not be in your best interest, you talking bad on him, or that's what at least appears in the voice callers. And then secondly too, it's like
that's called pillow talking.
I would say the one person that I seen through all the stuff that seemed to be the most realist and most genuine was 21. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because he literally even told him, he's like, yeah, and this is how I looked at it.
I don't think you should play it like that.
And I don't think that even though he took the Alfred plea, I don't think he genuinely did that with intention to bring you harm. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, just like how you thought your voice callers and stuff like that would be confidential, you know, he could have been led to believe by his attorney, by his lawyers, that by taking this, he's genuinely not bringing any harm or putting anybody in danger in that. Now, granted, I understand the thin line. Snitching is snitching. Mm-hmm. Cool. But if snitching is snitching, then snitching is snitching.
Yeah, the rules either apply to everybody or applies to nobody. You know, that's the base. Like I said, it's so many different ways we can go with this, but I think that is the most basic way to break it down. It has to either go for everyone or it goes for no one. Right. When niggas start saying, well, yeah, he did, but that wasn't what it was, because in his situation, even though he was talking, he didn't necessarily get anybody locked up when he said what he said. But man, shut the fuck up, nigga.
And to me, I just think it's just unfortunate, because it's like they really had something going on musically. Like they had the music scene on lock for a while. You feel me? Thug, Gunna, Baby, everybody. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to get a feature out of one of them 3 niggas, bro. And it's just
I want to hit
y'all really fucked up the whole entirety of the bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was hitting to earlier when I was like the camaraderie. You know, I want to hit
on the 21 thing you said. 21, I do feel like out of everything looks the most solid, I would say, because even with the Drake and Kendrick shit, 21, it seems like he the only nigga that didn't turn on Drake. Mm-hmm. Like he still was fucking with Drake. He still openly was fucking with Drake. I don't know their business. I don't know none of these niggas' business. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, it didn't look like 21 treated Drake differently because everybody else treated him differently. The whole industry turned on Drake after that shit. Let's just keep it real. 21, the only nigga that was like, but yeah. So old Atlanta, that shit is off the table. That ain't what it is. And all I'm gonna say is, the last thing I'm gonna say is, if a nigga, if you choose a side, be wisely of the fucking sides that you choose, and be careful about who you support because you never know when it might blow back on your ass. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. You never know when it might blow back up, man.
I just think it just holds more value just being your own man and having your own mind. And it's like you can have morals, values, and principles, and you don't have to be boisterous about it. You don't have to be loud about it. Just stay to yourself. You fuck with who you fuck with, but that's true. Gangsterism.
That's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna revise it.
Like,
be careful with who you openly support. Yeah. Who you publicly support. Be careful who you support publicly, especially if you in a status of like a public figure, because you got to stand on who you supported.
Yeah. But moving forward too.
This shit getting hot, ain't it?
Yeah.
This shit getting hot, ain't it? Let's get it.
It is. Now next, this one is a little bit more hot.
Let's get into
I
it.
like this one. We're gonna take it to sports, man.
Ah, yeah.
You want to lead this next question for the people, man?
Yeah. All right, so the next question is gonna be: is nepotism in sports, nepotism in general, in any form, on the table or off the table?
That shit on the table.
Okay.
On the table for sure. Because at the end of the day, we got niggas getting proclaimed generational this, generational that, without even playing a true snap. And they went out this past weekend and bummed it up. No, they're not a true freshman. No, they're not a redshirt freshman. They a 21-year-old junior. And as opposed, just last year, we had another Nepo baby who wasn't given the same grace and then ultimately ended up sliding, you could arguably say, down in the draft. Was he a first-round draft pick? That's arguable. But we can all agree that he shouldn't have been drafted in the 5th round.
Who you got to say who you speaking of?
I'm talking about Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
You feel me?
Just for the people, yeah.
And my thing is just like, I don't think there's anything wrong with nepotism, because I think that's what you should work for. Like when you got these big $1 billion, like Jerry Jones, all he's gonna do is put Stephen Jones in position when he dies, or the daughter. Like that's
and
what
he
you
gonna carry on his same tradition.
That's what you build your brand and stuff on, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like,
that's what legacy is about.
I don't like seeing the picking and choosing of who gets the grace. You feel me? Because grace should be spread out evenly. I think Arch Manning is talented. I think he could be a very good quarterback. But generational, you can't throw generational around me when I've seen Reggie Bush, when I've seen Cam Newton, Tyrann Mathieu, like Johnny Manziel, at least in the college football rankings. Like, those were generational talents. Like, when you do shit people haven't seen before, that's what makes you generational. And there's only but so many of those characters that come in a decade, whether it's football, basketball, even musician-wise. You know what I'm saying? There's only but so many generational musicians. That's niggas like Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Travis Scott. Like, that's generational. Superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and even that word gets thrown around loosely.
Yeah, like you proclaiming this nigga as the Heisman, and he's never played a snap.
You talking about Arch Manning?
Arch Manning.
We just gotta say
like,
for
sorry, yeah.
Because we went for Shedeur, but we just gotta say
the basis is starting with Arch, but I'm just using a comparison.
Yeah.
And shit, it's definitely a black and white thing. Like, I didn't want to be like, it's not a black and white thing. No, it's for sure a black and white thing. Especially when you're talking about the position of being a leader, in which they both played, Shedeur and Arch, and being the quarterback. In which I just want to show the discrepancy, the indifferences. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now granted, on the back end, it worked for Shiloh because Shiloh didn't even get drafted. But because he's a Sanders, he had the opportunity to go and at least show what he had to do. So there are ways where it favors both, but you know what I'm saying? No one was really paying attention to Shiloh or banking that he was going to be this big, just based off what he put on the field. He was a solid player, but he ain't never like truly just wow you. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple moments, but never was like, you know, it was always like, to me personally, because I'm just a realist and I'm a true sports fan, like, I wasn't too surprised that he didn't make the team, but I was definitely rooting for him because I do like his character and I fuck with him. I do think he has like heart and passion, and I think that could take you a long way. But when we're talking about at the elitist level, sometimes that shit don't matter.
I think
like, you either got it or you don't.
Yeah, and I think nepotism is on the table as well, because I don't believe This is my deal. When nepotism is used in the white community, nobody has anything to say. We all play sports. How many teams have you joined or seen where
Coach's son.
the coach's son already the fucking quarterback? You like, how is this nigga already? So this nigga just day one already the quarterback, the starting fucking quarterback, might I add. The coach's son. I done been on several teams where it's been like that. Or he the starting running back, or this nigga starting that linebacker, or he starting that corner, or he, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga starting somewhere.
He's starting somewhere on the field, and most likely is not on the offensive fucking line. They got that nigga playing a skill position. That nigga playing a skill position. So with that being said, when white coaches do it, when it's done in the white community, nobody say nothing. When Prime go and do it, oh, he just using his name to catapult his sons, and okay, white people do the shit all the fucking time ever since a Little League, Pop Warner, all that shit.
That's like, literally the American model.
It is. And the thing about it is why are you the coach? Why are you positioned in a position to do that? So you can put your son, your legacy, your future, your fucking lineage in a position to be in the best position to win.
Let me give you another example, bro. They just called the Virginia Tech and South Carolina game that they just played at the Ben Stadium right up the street, the Beamer Bowl. You know why they call it the Beamer Bowl?
Why is that?
Because Frank Beamer was the legendary head coach for Virginia Tech. And now his son, Shane Beamer, is the coach for the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. His son. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Nepotism.
Granted, Beamer's a solid coach. He got there's some dogs over there in South Carolina, but that's nepotism, right? You calling that shit the Beamer Bowl, and that's okay, right?
The way it just gets just casually, see where nepotism.
Virginia Tech ain't even ranked, and Frank Beamer that nigga's been retired for the past decade.
Where nepotism comes into play, I think the base, like most simplistic definition of what nepotism is when you're automatically giving something, giving a position, giving a title, giving a role, and you didn't even have to do nothing for it. You just got it just because your fucking name. And with Shedeur, I'ma just say the NFL just doesn't like him. They just don't like him. That's just the bottom line. I don't think he's going to thrive in the NFL at all. Not because he's not good, not because he doesn't have the talent, but now he's become like the little black boy that they got to make the example out of.
It almost reminds me of how like the back end of, it's not similar, like it's not the same, but kind of similarities in the way that Cap was viewed, Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, bro, we watched this nigga dominate grown men who have families to feed on a day in and day out, take his team to the Super Bowl, to all of a sudden not being even deserving of a tryout before he got on his whole, like, you know what I'm saying, because there was chances they did end up offering him, and then he didn't show up.
I'm the wrong person to talk about Kaepernick.
No,
you know me by now. You already
no, but I'm just using it in that small standpoint where, off of a talent standpoint,
I see what
the nigga should have been playing in the league. Off talent alone.
If you look at the accolades, if you just look at the accolades,
like off pure skill,
you can make
and
that
talent.
assessment.
Now, when you want to talk about character choices and all that, that's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think the taking a knee shit, I think he started to realize that he wasn't as good as he thought he was, and the league recognized that, and he was beginning to be flushed out.
Yeah, because the league caught up to him, and the thing is, when you are like, that's why Lamar Jackson is so special, because the league develop, they figure it out. Now it's 16 starting black quarterbacks, the most ever that's been. That's half of the quarterbacks in the franchise, and out of 16, probably 11 to 12 of them are mobile, faster than
they're elite.
They're elite. So the game caught up. So they figured out how to contain and how to spread and how to adjust that. And when they did, you didn't make that adjustment. Like with Lamar, once niggas figured out that, you know what, we got to put these in a box. He could always throw, but he went to perfect it to where it's like, no, you're going to have to really play me honestly now.
So I just want to say about Arch Manning, like, Arch Manning had way too high expectations about him coming in. I don't knock him. I also want to say that Arch Manning played his first game on the road against the Ohio State University. Nigga, that's a tall task. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and whoop on Arch Manning for having to go on the road to Ohio State in his first official start in college football and expect him to throw for 300 goddamn yards and 4 touchdowns. That's just that game was set up for him to fucking fail.
I'm like, yo, real, and that's why I was saying, like,
we ain't talking about Missouri or even a Clemson. We talking about the Ohio State University on the road, and this nigga got to play his first start in college football in a situation like that. That's a lot to ask.
And mind you too, like, I'm like, they setting him up like as if he's not going against Matt Patricia, who was the 3-time Super Bowl defensive coordinator for the Patriots during their dynasty run.
Yeah.
That's a NFL coordinator mindset. Like, he probably thinks this shit is fish grease.
Yeah, nah, he
cooking them.
And the thing about it is, I'm just gonna say this, and we talked about this a little earlier. There has been no, in my opinion, some people try to use Ken Griffey as an example. There has been no player to date in any sport, baseball, football, soccer, I don't give a fuck, in any sport that has lived to the expectations of their fathers. If they had like legendary Hall of Fame fathers, there has been no players that has lived to the expectations of their fathers. That's why Bronny is going through what he's going through.
You know, because it's funny too, and if they had a father that played professionally and their father was, the only way they, like Steph Curry, his dad was a great role player, like a great
role player.
But he wasn't like a Hall of Famer.
No.
So it either be reversed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like they dad played, and then when they come, they son is an all-star.
That's a perfect example. Steph Curry is a perfect example. It's like my dad was straight, and then you got Steph Curry who literally changed the entire game of basketball. Changed the entire game of basketball. You can't even play basketball at LA Fitness without niggas shooting from the fucking half court the whole fucking time. Nigga, I play LA Fitness. Niggas don't even know what the paint is no more.
Well, what? As soon as they pass half court, niggas trying to load their green up. As soon as they pass half
Steph
court,
Curry. That's Steph Curry changed basketball as a sport worldwide. I would even take it as far as to say Steph Curry is probably the most influential player on a sport out of anybody ever on any sport. I would go as far as to say that. He has the most single influence as any player on a sport. So yeah, nepotism, Arch Manning, my final assessment about Arch Manning and Shedeur, Arch Manning, I think because of his last name, he's gonna have expectations that he will never live up to. His uncle, how many rings Eli got? 1 or 2?
We got 2, and they both against
Brady twice, right? Yeah. And his claim to fame is just beating Brady. If Eli Manning wouldn't have beat Brady, we wouldn't even be talking about him the way we talking about him. So Peyton Manning.
No, we got a Giants fan over there in the corner.
Oh shit!
And Russ we trust.
Bless his heart. Bless his goddamn heart. But yeah, Peyton Manning is top 5-3 all-time quarterback.
For sure.
Those are huge shoes to fill. Arch Manning, it's not even fair for that brother to have that kind of expectation. His other uncle, 2-time NFL champion, has beat the GOAT twice. Those are also huge shoes to fill. So I just think when we talk about guys like Arch, we talk about guys like Shedeur. Shedeur is, I don't think that he would ever be successful in the league the way he could be. Just simple fact that he's already kind of blackballed. They're kind of already going to try to make him the example, because anytime as black men we have strong, present black fathers. Real quick, can I speak? LeVar Ball. They got LeVar Ball off ESPN so quick. And I saw the episode. He made like a little comment on First Take to Molly. Remember? He said some shit like, we can switch gears anytime. Some bullshit, just some little bullshit.
And they tried to make it seem like it was
sexual harassment. Yeah, and we never saw him again. That wasn't about what he said. That was a black father who raised 3 goddamn sons who all made it to the league. LaMelo Ball on a $200+ million max contract. He raised 3 sons as a black father. Yeah, the mother was white. Shout out Dr. Umar. But he's a black father that raised 3 black sons, and they all were successful in their own way, and they got them out of there. They never want to see black fathers that are present. They always have to spin it, make an example. See, if he was such a good father, why is his son not being more successful? That's by design. They always want to try to make an example out of black fathers. Cam Newton father, same shit. He almost went to prison talking about he was negotiating before NIL. He was negotiating with Auburn to get him deals, and his father is such a bad. No, his father just wanted to prioritize his son and make sure his son wasn't getting finessed by these multi-billion-dollar programs. But he's a bad black father because he's trying to finesse the system. So we can move on.
Yeah.
Arch Manning, I think, will be fine. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. Shador has an NFL talent, but I just don't think the league as a collective will allow him to move forward.
And it's gonna be my last. Like, this is not an Arch hate train. Like I said, I think Arch is talented, and I think he'll be just fine. But I just want us to hold on to the generational shit, and then wrapping up on Shador. For him to really get it, it's gonna have to come. Like, his situation, I foresee it being like, somebody gonna have to get hurt, and he gonna just have to, if he get in the game, he just gotta make sure he leave everything out there to make sure the nigga never take him out again.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if he don't execute on the time where he get his opportunity, he could just become a journeyman.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he could turn to a journeyman. And the difference between him and Arch, they will never allow Arch to be a journeyman.
Yeah, they will draft. Any team that's going to draft Arch is drafting him with the expectation of him becoming their starter.
Exactly.
You know.
But that's going to be the understanding before he even gets drafted.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we move on.
Because, oh my God, hold on. Because I just want to say this one more thing, too. Because, Eli didn't want to go to the, when they got drafted,
I remember
the whole Phillip Rivers.
It was the same day
So,
trade.
the Mannings don't play.
Yeah, and them niggas, and let's just keep it a buck. I tell people, the Mannings have pull in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. They don't play, bro. That's why.
They have pull.
The Chargers ended up with Phillip Rivers. But moving forward.
They have pull.
They also got championships, nigga.
Okay, here we go. It's always
so we want to spend another 20 minutes talking about this shit?
It's always a swirler.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Episode 2, y'all. Episode 2. We're going to break down. Yeah, we got you.
All right. Moving forward, is black people refusing offers from officers on or off the table?
From law enforcement?
From law enforcement, yes.
Yeah, it is. That's just off the table, 100%.
Off the table?
Yes. You want to go first on this?
Yeah, I'll go first on this. And it's definitely, I don't even know the table in the room with us.
Is the table in the room?
Because it's like, for me personally,
need to break the table.
I've always, when I ever got pulled over, or I was ever in a situation where I may have been detained or anything of that nature, I've always tried to go the intellectual, calm demeanor, not give them what they're already looking for route. You feel me? To me, I always looked at it as like playing the system, playing the game. Like, it's not to say what I was doing, what they're accusing me of I was doing or not doing. It's about understanding that I am a black man and knowing that I don't want to give them any reason for them to choose that I don't get to make it home. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it does not make sense. Like, yes, we have rights, but on the same token, we don't. And it depending on if you live in a Commonwealth state, like each jurisdiction, each city, each county, like you have to study those laws as well. Like, there are stipulations and regulations that don't benefit us, especially black people, and that's pretty much universal no matter where you go. So it's not to say to not stand and know your rights, but I think it's better to fight those rights with an attorney and a lawyer in court, because then you can actually get some reparations instead of a black eye. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you don't give people the chance to disseminate and break down your character and be like, oh, they just so defiant. They just so, and it's like, no, I am defiant on things that don't sit well with me and things that are not righteous. But I'm gonna be defiant in a way that I'm gonna play your game defiantly. Like we have to learn to play the game the way that they designed it. That's the only way you can beat it. We can't beat the game playing it our way. We're always gonna get portrayed as the buck. You know what I'm saying? Or as the emotional, uncontrollable, docile.
Niggas don't even know what a buck is. They don't even know what a buck is. That's slave. That's plantation terminology.
But that's just all that it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what it is. I'm just saying for the viewers, they don't know they don't even know what a buck is.
You know, the breaking of the buck. You know, we'll get into that as we develop through the show and stuff like that. But that's my thing, because it's like, especially too in an instance where if you ain't got no weed on you, ain't got no open container alcohol or anything that they can get, like, bro, I'm trying to go home. Here's my ID, my license, my insurance good, my tags good. Yeah, nigga, run my shit. I be, nigga, what? It's such a good feeling when you ain't got to ride dirty, nigga. Please, I wish a nigga would pull me over. Go ahead and do some dumb shit. I'm going to pull this phone out. I'm going to record. I'm going to do what you ask. And if you make a mistake, that's your ass, nigga. That's just how I'm carrying it. And based off my personal experience, that has benefited me more times than not. And I even got the fake, approving to, hey man, I really appreciate you for being so easygoing. And cause nigga, they really scared of us. You feel me? They be happy when they run into a nigga who ain't pressing their ass up, like you feel me? And to me, a bitch nigga will shoot you before a real nigga. You feel me? Like a scary individual will cause harm to you than somebody who's sure within their self in the way that they can defend themselves, project themselves. So, and a lot of these people that put on these uniforms in today's society, they're scary individuals. And that's probably why they try to use such brute force. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not real. Because if you was real, if you came from an adverse situation or background, you wouldn't be so, like, trigger happy. You would learn to assess and digest a situation without feeling like you had to resort to violence. But because you can't relate to the community in which you're policing, you move with hesitant. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that, refusing orders or requests, well, from a police officer, it's not a request, it's an order. That shit is completely off the table. And I wish niggas would stop doing that. I seen the dude that, I think we spoke about it, where the dude, they bust the window open and snatch the nigga out the car. Yeah. And I'm looking in the comments and I'm watching and I'm reading these niggas saying, oh, well, he had rights and he did what he was supposed to do. He didn't have to get out. Listening to them niggas gonna get your fucking brains blowed off.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Let me tell y'all niggas something. I hate these niggas that try to make it seem like the Constitution applies to black people.
That's what I'm saying,
The Constitution was never meant for black Americans. I'ma say that again. The Constitution was never intended to apply to black Americans. That shit was written by white men for white men. It was never intended for it to apply to us. So when niggas get up here and they get to trying to act like they know the law and trying to sound more intelligent than what they are, oh, I know my rights, I know my... Nigga, you don't know your fucking rights, because if you did, you would know that the Constitution was not ever meant to be used by black American citizens. That we can start there. We can just start there. Let's just start there. So if we build off that, with that being said, It makes absolutely no sense with the way that we've seen our people be treated. We've seen how we've been dealt with. We've seen how issues have been immediately escalated in a very small, short period of time to something that it shouldn't have turned into. This is not a matter of being a bitch. It's not a matter of being a buck. It's not a matter of being weak, of being can we say cool? Juice?
It's already been said.
Can we say cool? Can we say cool? Hey nigga, it's not a matter of being a coon, a jigaboo, any of that bullshit that these a sambo, any of these derogatory words that are used towards black people, and I like to say black Americans, but are used towards black Americans to highlight us anytime we, I don't know, conform, so to speak, to any sort of like white power structure for the benefit of our fucking safety, might I add, we get called all these names. No, why can't it just be, I want to make it home? Nigga, I have a daughter. I'm not finna sit up here and try to exercise my rights with a white supremacist police officer that didn't get no pussy from his wife this morning. He already going through a divorce. He already upset. He already mad with the world. And now he done pulled me over. And now I want to give him a hard fucking time just because I want to exercise my rights that day.
And I'm just saying, like, and with that, like, because that shit is going to go to court now regardless. You feel me? But you weaken your case and your defense when you are defiant. You give them a argument. For me, I'm making sure that I know they have their recording on their chest. I got my recording on my phone. And I'm making sure that everything that's seen on recorder is me being complicit and doing what I'm asked to do. So that when I have my day in court, oh, you niggas is going to pay for it.
This is the thing.
You going to pay for it. We need to start suing. Fuck getting angry. Let's get that money.
There it is. If an officer give you a lawful order, you have to comply. I've never seen in my life an officer tell somebody to step out of the car. I've never seen an officer tell a black American male or female to step out of a vehicle and they just walked away and said, never mind, because that individual refused. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that happen? They just say, you know what, since you don't want to get out, fuck it. Just go. That never fucking happens. So what I'm saying is, if you know that's not gonna happen, you have two options. You either can step out of the car or they gonna help you step out of the fucking car. I'm gonna say it one more time. You either can step out of the car or they're gonna help you step out of the car. Them the only two ways it's gonna go. And like you said, you let your lawyer, if it's unlawful, you step out of the car, you comply to whatever they're telling you to do, and then you double back and you let your legal representation handle that. But you don't sit there and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I know my rights. I'ma just sit here. Y'all where's your supervisor? Bro, nigga, hold on real quick. Why do niggas demand to see a supervisor like the supervisor ain't gonna come say the same shit this nigga saying?
Like, nigga, you are.
I want to see your supervisor.
Nigga, we are in the middle of 90.
Where the fuck you think you at?
We are on 95, 85 south right now, nigga.
You on the side of the fucking freeway with 4 cars behind you talking about, I want to see your supervisor. Bitch ass nigga, this ain't Target. What the fuck do you think this is?
And this is my thing too, because it's like, I understand where that passion and, you know, that 400 years and all that, where that comes from.
We should be able to do that.
Like, we should be angry and you should be pissed off. I'm not saying that those feelings are invalid, but
that ain't the way to
all
handle
I'm saying is,
that ain't the way.
It's been times where I know, all right, you know what? I ain't even had time to even tuck these little 2 grams. This little 2 grams I got right. Yes, I do have weed. It's right here. That's how I actually got off. That's how I actually got a warning.
That's why I was just about to, real quick, let me speak on that. You speaking to a nigga, I can say it now because it's good. I drove on suspended license probably for 10 years.
God damn.
Yes. So you are speaking to someone.
That shit was revoked, nigga.
You are speaking to someone who literally did not even have an argument to even make when I got pulled over. I'm just hoping I don't go to fucking jail. Can I search your car? Yep. Cause the more I comply with, the easier you gonna be with me. When I'm giving niggas game and we can move on. I wanna give niggas game. The more you comply with an officer, stop letting these motherfucking street lawyers tell y'all niggas, you ain't gotta let them search your car. You ain't gotta, yeah, that's technically true. But let me tell you something about the long arm of the law, my nigga. If they want to search your vehicle, they are going to search your vehicle. Because at least in the state of Georgia, all they need is a little thing called probable cause. And guess what? Probable cause can be something as simple as, hey sir, can I search your vehicle? No. Why? I have a smell or a scent of marijuana. I've had cops say they smell marijuana out of my car and I ain't even got no weed in the fucking car. But that's all they have to say. Mm-hmm. All they have to say, nigga, of course they can lie. I smell weed, so therefore I have probable cause to search your car.
And you can't record a smell.
And nope, there's no way to tell him that he don't smell weed. You see what I'm saying? And so when the supervisor pull up and be like, what the fuck is going on here? He gonna say, hey, he say he smell weed, we gotta search your car. What you wanna do about it? Mm-hmm. And then just go from there. So y'all niggas stop being stupid and stop making y'all situations worse by trying to buck on the police. You much better off as me and my brother right here said, y'all just comply, go with the situation. If something bullshit, some unlawful shit happens, let your lawyer work that out. Let your legal representation work. But the harder you make it with them, the harder they gonna make it with you. I done had cops tell me, you know what? I'm gonna take you to jail because your license is suspended, but because you were straight up with me, I'm not gonna tow your car. Because if your license is suspended, they can take you and the car to jail, mm-hmm. nigga. You and the car getting locked up. Mm-hmm. They taking you to jail and the car going to impound. Mm-hmm. I done had motherfuckers say, I gotta take you, but I'm gonna let somebody come get your car, which is less money that you gotta spend to try to get that shit out of impound, which mm-hmm. is like $500 and it collects money every day that it's in there. Yeah, just by me keeping it real and compliant. So don't let these niggas trick y'all into thinking bucking against the police and exercising some fake ass rights. You do have rights, but you gotta let your lawyer present those rights. Mm-hmm. In that moment, just do what the fuck need to be done. Or,
you know, and if you gotta talk shit that bad, still do what they ask you. I'ma step out. You know you niggas ain't gonna pop your shit, but do it in a way.
I would say don't pop your shit.
Don't pop your shit. You just can't resist the urge. You don't have the control.
Don't pop your shit.
You feel me? But hey.
But yeah.
And closing out today, man, is tricking on or off the table?
Tricking is off the table, boy. Hey,
but you know they saying ain't tricking if you got it.
It ain't tricking if you got it. But I'ma go ahead and tell y'all right now, man. I've had because of podcasts and statute of limitations and all the other kind of shit. It's only certain things that I can and can't say. But let's just say that I led a certain lifestyle at one point in my life, man, where I was getting shit popping, man. You understand me? and you know, we ain't putting hands on hoes, we put plans on hoes, you understand? you know what I'm saying? So
I'm a nigga that listen to Larry June and Primo Rice. So if you want to kind of think about my perspective on tricking is just a little bit more polished. Like, nah, I'm just talking shit.
Them some Cali niggas though.
Nah, Primo from the DMV. Primo is from Maryland.
Larry June from Cali though.
Yeah, he from the Bay. Yeah.
Them Bay niggas?
Yeah, nah, they definitely.
Bitch, what? Where my money at? That's all them niggas don't game, man. Them niggas just some pimps. That's all them niggas know up there in the Bay is pimping. Cali niggas got the crazy nigga. That's where I learned the game, man. From Cali niggas.
Like this is my thing before you go in, and this is like this. two things can be true. Yes, it ain't tricking if you got it, but tricking don't unlame a lame. You feel me? So it's just like, and you're, especially when you implement simping in it, like you're spending your money to get the time of day from a person who wouldn't even have interest in you if you didn't have a money conversation. That's when you're sipping. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're tricking because you are so bossed up that you don't have the time of the day to really give any emotional fortitude, but you want to pay for a woman's time and convenience, that's the true core of tricking, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? To have an advantage for you, but you're tricking just to get her to say hey, just to spend some time with her, just to fuck her. You're a loser. But then too, what you're also doing is you're fucking it up for the average person who could just do a traditional 9 to 5 and could actually be a good dude, good woman, but they're not given that opportunity because they're not leading with their money. So now you don't even know the true core and values of what real love is. It's established through money, and the thing is, the bad thing about that is that you can have money today and be broke tomorrow.
Of course,
you lose it way quicker than you get it. So when you're building your relationship off the foundation and cores off of money, you don't have nothing substantial. That's just my point on it.
I agree, and I just like to first say, for the record, man, hey man, it's the womanizer, man. Hey man, we out here active and attractive. I've been doing this shit since Free Willy was a motherfucking goldfish, man. And I just want to let y'all niggas know. Man. The bitch look better leaving than she do coming, man. And I just want to say, real shit. Tricking is not the way to go. I ain't never ever in life, due to my previous endeavorments, gonna ever condone tricking. Now, what I will say is that tricking is something that can be used as a power move. The difference between, I've been taught by some real players, some real P's, man. I mean, some real stump down pimps, man. Like some real, everything they got is off a bitch, man. I'm just saying, like everything they got, from their head to their feet, from the car they drive to the 1,000 thread count sheets they lay on, everything is out of bitch, man. Like dead ass. Like I done been around that lifestyle for a long time. I know what it looked like. So there's no way I can consciously get up here on any platform and condone tricking. Now, where we are in time, as the facts change, so does my opinion. So as facts change, so does my opinion. And I will say that tricking can be used as a form of control. See, this is the thing. When you're tricking from a place of naivety and when you're an attention-seeking trick, when you're a nigga, I put it to you like this. I remember I got locked up. Cause all tricking really come down to is fucking. You just want some pussy. I remember I got locked up in like 20, when I got locked up. I got locked up a few times, but I'm trying to think about this exact time. We'll say like 2011, I got locked up. I'm just in jail. So I just took it upon myself to just write down every single girl name that I can think of that I fucked. I stopped counting at like 120. And we talking about almost 15, 20, we talking about 15 years. I done a lot of fucking, I promise. Like, and I'm not saying that from a standpoint to make myself sound cool, because most niggas who really got pussy like that, it's like, nigga, you believe me or you don't, nigga. I don't gotta sit here and tell you hour-long stories about how much pussy I done got. I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. Nigga, I done a lot of fucking, nigga. I done fucked 3, 4 bitches at the same time. Threesomes, foursomes, like, I'm not even a big threesome guy, because I don't really like threesomes. I don't know. We ramble sometimes. We ramble on this show sometimes. But I'm just saying, I just want to make it real quick. When niggas talk about threesomes, any nigga that's used to getting threesomes, that shit is actually annoying. Because you have 2 girls and you got 1 dick. So when you're not evenly distributing the dick the way both of them like, one of them might have better pussy than the other one. Like, you know, I want this one more than I want this one. Okay, well, if she started feeling the way, like, I done literally had women in the middle of a threesome be like, okay, nigga, it's my turn. And I'm like, well, you gonna have to chill for a second. Because it's still her turn right now. You know what I'm saying? So threesomes are just like, really an inconvenience. Like, it's fun and it's cute on some, yeah, I fuck 2 bitches at the same time, but it's really kind of annoying. And I'm pretty sure most niggas who really have indulged in that and engaged in that would probably like echo my sentiments, as Stephen A. Smith would say, because like, it's just an inconvenience. But I say all that to say this. You talking to somebody who has a long resume of fucking. So with that being said, as my uncle always taught me, pussy don't owe me a thing. If I stop getting pussy today, I'll be all right. Dead ass serious. Pussy don't owe me a motherfucking thing, nigga. I've been getting pussy for a long time, Jack. I lost my virginity at 14, nigga.
Is that like the golden age?
I think it is. It's for men, it is. 14 is like normally that age. Now, don't get me wrong. I was doing shit before then, but I ain't gonna talk about that on camera.
I would definitely, I would definitely dry humping in the cubby.
Yeah. Hide and go get it. Did y'all niggas play hide and go get it?
Yeah.
You know about, hey, Juice, you know about hide and go get it? Juice, this nigga's zoned out, man. Juice, god damn, man. You know about hide and go get it?
Yeah.
Nah, Juice, look, in middle school.
You know about that game?
Yeah.
You know, me and Juice.
Hide and go get it was where it all started.
Me and Juice grew up together, right?
Yeah.
So in middle school, we used to have this ass smacking game with the shorties.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like we was all
But
freaked
that's in
out.
school, right?
In school,
That's
we
why-
talking
yeah,
about.
that's where it started.
Nigga, you come on that.
Pow!
Then you have a little shorty come up, pow!
Yeah.
And it wasn't until one of my homeboys, you know, he got in trouble because he was swirling. Smacked that white girl booty.
Bro, I got in trouble doing the same shit. Bro, I got in trouble doing the same shit. Bro, I got kicked out of school for that shit, bro. Dead ass. Oh, bro, that's another story for another day. But yeah, yeah, nigga. You start doing it with a white girl, this shit turn to something else.
I learned early. I said no swirling.
Yeah, you nigga, no. But back to the conversation. The thing about it is when you trick, I'm not going to condone it, but what I'm saying is there is a form of tricking that actually is a power move, that actually can be used as a form of power. Because where we are in society today, because of city girl culture that we've discussed before in the past, now you have to use that city girl, hypergamy, what can you do for me type of mentality. You have to first off acknowledge and recognize that that's where a vast majority of women are. I don't want to hear no goddamn 1 or 2 little group of women talking about, well, I don't look at men like that. Shut your ass up. I'm not talking about y'all. And that's what's up, that y'all don't act like that. I'm talking about the majority. Exceptions do not disprove the rule. So with that being said, the majority of women are on that vibe. Okay, fine. So if I am a man that got game, cause this all we talking about. The difference between a trick and a nigga that's just using his resources and his money to kind of manipulate, I hate to use that word, but to kind of manipulate his position with a woman, that's not tricking to me. Now you're just using, why wouldn't I use my resources? Nigga, that's how pimps kick it. Nigga, I'ma go get me a bitch. I'ma put you in a room that costs $300 a night. Bitch, you ain't never seen no room like this. The last nigga you was with had you in the Motel 6. Bitch, now I got you in Courtyard Marriott selling pussy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never did this shit in no $300 a night a room. So and he paying that with his money. It's gonna come out the bitch at some point, but I'm just saying, so is it tricking because you showing a woman a better lifestyle? No, you're showing her, if you fuck with me, this is how your life can be. That's not tricking. Because all you're doing is
I would say that's programming.
It is. It's grooming.
There's a difference between like programming and then tricking.
But programming is manipulation. Grooming is a form of manipulation. Those words are used in like really fucked up spaces, but let's just we talk real on this fucking show. The table flippers, this is what happens. We grooming and manipulation is programming. And what you do is when you take a woman that is used to walking around wearing bonnets every fucking day, that's pretty, she might be attractive, she might be pretty, she might have something going for herself, but she has not had the right person come into her life and unlock her potential. It's just like a quarterback. It's just like a coach. You got this raw talent, you go and see him throw a fucking 65-yard pass without even dropping back. You looking like, yeah, you a little rough around the edges, but if you listen to my coaching, I can do something with you. You can be a goddamn Heisman fucking finalist one day fucking with me, because I see your talent, but I gotta help coach you. I gotta help mold you. That's all a pimp is. So what I'm saying is a pimp a trick because he spends his money that he done made off other bitches to put her in a situation to say, hey, this is how your life can be if you choose me. This is how your life can be if you choose my pimping. This is how your life can be if you come and fuck with me. Is that tricking?
No, because I don't think pimping and tricking is like, I don't think they're synonymous. You know what I'm saying?
It's obviously two separate, complete worlds, but it's a thin line between the two of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's what niggas don't talk about. Niggas don't talk about how close both worlds are. It's the same world technically, but how close a pimp and a trick really is.
Cause my thing is too, like when you tricking, there's no return on investment.
Exactly. But pussy. Your only return is pussy.
You feel me? But like with a pimp, if he were to, put her in a 5-star Marriott, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
it's an investment.
The money is gonna start funneling out of the woman that he put in there.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's like,
so he's still spending his money, but he's spending it with the objective that there will be some money given back to him. That's the difference between a pimp and a trick.
Yeah.
These niggas are just spending money, trips to Dubai, Jamaica, Montego Bay, motherfucking, where them niggas be going, Playa Vista and all these goddamn, all these different little islands and all this other kind of shit, and you spending all this money just to fuck on a bitch? Like, nigga, the smart nigga, I really don't even want to give these niggas this game right here.
This I don't mean to interject. Like,
No,
this is
go
my
ahead.
point. You're gonna save more money if you just pay the pussy price out front. Just ask her what her price is.
How much? 2 words. How much?
You'll save so much more money. Like, cool, pay for pussy. I'm not saying that, because sex work, they gotta get their money, whatever. I have nothing against you gotta get it how you gotta get it. Whatever.
How much?
You better off just cutting straight to the point.
How much?
Especially if that's your end goal.
How much?
Because you're not getting no love or no loyalty out of this.
That's why these niggas who be getting caught up, y'all said something about who y'all want to say his name?
Who we said?
With the text
messages? Yeah, that shit with Baby was crazy.
Yeah, with these rappers, NBA players, how often do we see these niggas get exposed? Because these niggas never learned game. Game is something that is obtained only through knowledge, wisdom, having OGs, and just going through life, just going through the ebb and flow of life just in general. You learn let's keep it real. Can you agree with this? We learn most of our game just through our failures. If I try this shit with this individual and it don't work out and I get hurt really bad from it, I know maybe I shouldn't do that shit again. That's game right there. You learn a game just based off the shit you done been through. And then if you got OGs, you got uncles, you got big homies, you got niggas, the pimpin' Kens, the game god Goldies, the pimpin' Kens, who are some of these master teachers that just don't spend a lifetime just giving the Kevin Samuels. R.I.P. to that nigga. Spent his whole second half of his life trying to give us game. To a fault. To where he died and they still was sitting on his name. But he gave us game. Simping and tricking. I think Juice said it earlier, like it's a difference basically between simping and tricking. You know? Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Because tricking, this is why I say, tricking can be beneficial depending on the reason on why you're tricking. Depending on the reason. If you're tricking and that tricking is gonna come around to serve you and pop you off.
That's return on investment though.
So that's not tricking. That's more so of like that's an investment.
Yeah, that's an investment.
Now if you just trips, cars, begging bitches, da 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 da. And all you getting at the end of the day is some company and some pussy.
And sometimes a baby you ain't want.
Oh Lord, that's
You feel me?
These niggas, yeah.
And then you building broken homes with this shit. It's just all fucked up.
Yeah, nigga, that's the super no-no. You never get these bitches pregnant. That's like the super no-no. Not only is niggas tricking and simping, they creating babies with these motherfuckers.
Bro, to the point where niggas want to goddamn pay 18 years up of child support to get this shit over with.
But I just want to say real quick that a lot of these niggas never learn game. That's the point I was making. They are the same niggas, and they just happen to be able to do like this with a basketball, or do like this with a basketball, or do like this with a football, or do like this with a football. Like they just, or do like this with a baseball. I mean, with a baseball bat. Like they just so happen to have a skill that a white man found valuable, and they gave him a lot of money for it. But it does not change who he is as a man. It does not change that he got no pussy in high school. That's why I gave my little body count number real quick, because you are speaking to a man that has a history of clapping cheeks. I can speak on it because I'm not a nigga that, now people starting to know who I am, and now all of a sudden I'm getting pussy I never got before. No, that's never been the case. I probably got more pussy in high school than I ever have in my goddamn life. So I've been getting this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not with me, it's not a matter of, okay, I used to have it or I never had it, now I have it now. I'm not changing. All that does change is that my resources put me in a better position to be able to use my money, use my influence, use my resources, use my credibility, use my notoriety to further the game that I already fucking had.
Right. And niggas don't, and I don't say this to say, like, I thrive in being a leader and a provider. Mm-hmm. So, you feel me? I don't have no problem spending money on my person. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But that's a return on investment. And it's like, and I invested my love and my passion and all this into this person. So it's like, yeah, she can get whatever she wants, but that's because she's proved
absolutely
her loyalty and her love to me.
That's not tricking.
That's not tricking. That is building your
foundation. Because she invested in you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's building your foundation. I'm only spending on something that is going to help me build.
She invested in
us
you.
Build. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way it could be tricking if she invested into you.
Exactly. You feel me?
Can we say that for the camera real quick? Real quick. Can we say that for the camera officially?
Say it for the camera.
There's no way it could be tricking if the broad invested in you. There's no way it could be tricking, because if she invests in you, you invest in her, that's an even exchange, hand over fist. It's only tricking when all she doing is giving pussy and you giving resources and you giving money, because you niggas ain't giving no game. Because if you was giving game, you would be getting money coming back to your pocket instead of it just going out. Mm-hmm. And so, where we at, Juice, at the end? Yep. All right, we gonna hit the last bite.
And I just want to say, like, my birthday was last Sunday. And I had a fully paid trip to Vegas.
Come on now.
By way of my first lady.
Come on now.
You feel me?
Come on now.
So
come on now.
Shout out you, baby girl. Love you. You
come
feel
on
me?
Now.
And fellas, I hope you get you one too. If you take some of this game that we giving you, you just might. And I didn't have to persuade her. I didn't have to be anything but my true, authentic self.
Come on now. Yep.
She respected it. She appreciates my value.
Yep.
You don't gotta do all this extra stuff.
You ain't get if
and she fine too. She not no bum. You feel me? Like my shorty, it's niggas in her DMs that want her. You feel me? Like I have a beautiful woman.
You never have to sell yourself if it's
like
real. Remember that.
Put that out there too. My shorty is
never have
definitely pretty.
Yeah, you never have to sell yourself. Let's get the list. So for the last bite, just kind of you give a recap, and I'll recap as well. Just anything, whatever you want to recap.
Look, man. Hey, this was
Swole's final thought.
Man, look, this the table flippers, man. Where we only flipping tables, bro, and. If you see this and you want to get on here, you want to spread some stuff, we going to start implementing some more things so we can get interactive with the viewers and stuff like that, so we can get y'all thoughts and opinions while we live or while we recording or, things of that nature, man. But I appreciate the family here, the team here, man. This is, whew. And it's just us kicking it, bro. This ain't really scripted outside of like, these are conversations we have with each other every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this inspires you to pick up a camera and do the same thing, that means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, but at the end of the day, I don't want to lose sight that the main thing is to always teach and enlighten. And it's not about agreeing, about being right or wrong and yes or no. It's about learning to understand a different perspective and then filtering out and then spinning back your perspective to find a common ground. Because at the end of the day, all we do in our community is talk in circles. You feel me? Everybody can preach for 2 hours about what's wrong, but we need to start coming up with solutions and ideas to get what's right. You feel me? And hopefully we can spark some thoughts and things on our knowledge, our education, our history, and things of that nature. And yeah, and I do want to say too, like, I'm not saying I'm a professional on anything, but shit, I do have a bachelor's in science in criminal justice, so it doesn't mean that I'm fucking Annalise Keating or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I've studied this shit too, so like there is some validity. I know what I'm talking about. I don't just say things to just say them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you guys hear, I just want y'all to take those things in to know that, like, this isn't just baseless speaking. This is people we are people that have taken the time to really do the groundwork and study things. And I try not to speak on things that that I don't know about. You feel me? Or if I do have an opinion about it, like, I try to keep it, you know what I'm saying? And call me out on it. You feel me? Correct me, because I'm still not too good. I'm still learning as well. That's just kind of what I just want to put on there for this table flipper show, man. It's going to be the hot. Yeah, I need some water.
I'll just say that, hey, man, for the last bite, I just want to say that, for one, we got to stop being so sensitive. Like I said, fuck Steven Jackson, nigga. You can't stop nobody from talking about George Floyd. I did want to end that off with saying that. I also want to say that Shador Sanders, unfortunately, my brother, you probably will not have the success that you should have due to the way the system is going to work against you. Arch Manning is going to be forced into this position that he will never be able to fulfill himself. So that's that on that. The other point, the old Atlanta, you dumbass niggas, stop calling yourself Grady babies. Stop fucking saying that shit. Do the research, black people, on the things that you call yourself or refer to yourself as. The old Atlanta is never coming back. You niggas stop trying to choose sides so much about the shit that y'all choose sides on. Make sure you do your research on these niggas. Do your background checks on these niggas, because once you stay on something, you're not going to be able to turn it around. You're going to have to live it down for the rest of your life. And as far as the tricking and the simping shit, I don't condone tricking, because it's PIMP. We active and attractive every single motherfucking day. But if you decide that you want to trick, make sure that you trick and you get something at the end of the day, and it's a play and it's a setup for you to get a return back on the investment, which is the bitch, man. And that is Soheen, the womanizer Perry, with the last bite.
It's your boy Swole the Poet, man. And listen, man, it's not cool to go to jail. It's not cool to be a trick, and it's not cool to be a follower. Be your own man, and be your own man, be your own woman, be your own person, man. And don't let nobody define who you are. You feel me? If you fuck with somebody, fuck with somebody. If you don't fuck with somebody, don't fuck with somebody. But don't allow somebody else to tell you how to feel or how to be. That's it, man.
Hey, man, that's it. That's all. Shit, tables, my brother. Hey, right. Now, I was gonna say that I want a table to.
Shout out Vision Network in this motherfucker. If you ain't with the Vision, you ain't with the network, nigga.